I am Moses, once a prince of Egypt, now a shepherd of my people. This is the tale of our Exodus, a story of miracles and hardship that would shape the destiny of nations. For generations, my people toiled under the harsh rule of Pharaoh, our backs bent under the weight of stone, our spirits crushed by the lash of the taskmaster. Our cries for freedom echoed through the mud brick cities we built, unheard by those who enslaved us. Until now. I stood before Pharaoh, staff in hand, my brother Aaron by my side. With divine authority, I demanded, "Let my people go." But Pharaoh's heart was hardened, his eyes blind to our suffering. And so began the plagues, each more terrible than the last. First, the waters of the Nile, the very lifeline of Egypt, turned to blood. Fish died by the thousands, their rotting corpses choking the once life-giving river. The stench was unbearable, and thirst gripped the land. Yet Pharaoh's heart remained unmoved. So came the second plague, frogs. They swarmed from the polluted waters, invading every corner of Egyptian life. The third plague brought lice, infesting man and beast alike. The people of Egypt scratched and suffered, their misery a mirror of our own. The fourth plague darkened the skies with swarms of flies, their incessant buzzing a maddening chorus of judgment. As the fifth plague struck, a terrible pestilence swept through the land, felling the livestock of Egypt. The fields were silent, save for the lowing of dying cattle. The sixth plague attacked the flesh itself. Painful boils erupted on the skin of the Egyptians, from the lowest servant to Pharaoh himself. With the seventh plague, the heavens opened. Hail and fire rained down upon the land, destroying crops and terrifying the people. The skies themselves seemed to wage war on Egypt. What little the hail had spared, the eighth plague devoured. Locusts descended in numberless swarms, leaving Egypt barren and hungry. The ninth plague plunged Egypt into darkness, a darkness so thick it could be felt. For 3 days, no light penetrated this shroud of divine judgment. But it was the final plague that broke Pharaoh's will. The death of the firstborn, a tragedy that spared no Egyptian household, from the poorest hovel to the gilded halls of the palace. In the dark of night, a great cry arose from Egypt. Pharaoh at last relented. "Go," he said, his voice hoarse with grief. "Take your people and leave us." With haste we fled Egypt, our bread unleavened, our possessions few, but our hearts were full of hope and the promise of freedom. We journeyed toward the sea, the taste of liberty sweet on our tongues. But our trials were not yet over. Pharaoh's heart had hardened once more. His army pursued us, the thunder of chariot wheels growing ever louder behind us. We were trapped, the sea before us, Pharaoh's chariots behind. Fear gripped our people, and many cried out, "Were there no graves in Egypt that you brought us to die in the wilderness?" It was then that I raised my staff, as the Lord commanded. And I witnessed the greatest miracle of all. The sea itself parted before us, revealing a path where none had existed. With faith and fear intermingled, we stepped onto the seabed. Walls of water towered on either side, held back by an unseen hand. We crossed on dry land, the entire nation of Israel, while the waters crashed down upon Pharaoh's chariots behind us. The sea that had been our barrier became our salvation. As dawn broke, we stood on the far shore, no longer slaves, but a free people. The Exodus was more than an escape from bondage. It was the birth of a nation. We had witnessed the power of the divine, seen wonders that defied explanation, and we carried with us the weight of our history and the promise of our future. This is the story of the Exodus, a tale that would be told for generations to come. A reminder that even in the darkest of times, hope can part the very seas themselves.